Hey everybody, welcome back to Infinity Evolve Sky Block Edition. I'm Exonerated, and I'm so glad you're here today. You will not believe the work I've done. Oh man. So first thing I did was we went through and I got together, I did a couple things. Let's back up. So first things first, I crafted a chisel. Took some of the cobble, made some colored cobble, made it black because I just like the way it looks. So I made my platforms up there, and now it's capped so the trees won't grow all huge and ugly. They'll just stop, at a reasonable height. And then I decided I was going to use crafting stations for stairs because why not? Then the next thing I did was I started working on, we got this going last time with the creosote, and I've been doing a lot of sifting, and I got some creosote oil, and then what we did was we took some creosote oil. Oops, that's future. We'll show that in a minute. Took some creosote oil, and I popped it up in a tray surrounded by wood, and bam, we got some treated wood planks. So then I went through and I made the 8 water wheel segments I needed to make the first water wheel. And I've got some other stuff going on. Right now I'm just building up creosote oil. So I got some treated sticks and I went through and made myself a forge hammer and then forged out some iron plates. And that's how I got my bucket. Woo! So I did relocate the water. I found that I was one block down too far, and then I decided I wanted a double grinder for cobblestone. So I made kind of a little step down here, and I have them set up. And so if I just, I can press one side and then the next, and just like that, I can collect gravel, or I can use a pick and collect cobble if I want to. And so I did a tremendous amount of farming. In fact, I want to show you how much farming I got done. Wow. I got some ingots here, but then I got some more that are just waiting to be cooked, including those. Those are already done. So now what I want to do is this process of attaining cobblestone is terrible and tedious, and I want to expedite it today. So we're going to take a trip over to our crafting array here. We went through, I say we, I keep saying we, but it's only me. I went through and I've been putting cobble in that to make lava. So am I out? Thought I had some more cobble. I guess I do not. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I will have some in just a minute. So the easiest way to generate cobble is using this method right here, where you have a water source and lava, and they're just creating cobble. But then it becomes like, how can we farm this effectively? So what we're going to do right here is we're going to pull out this block. We got the cobble. This is where it's being created. See the lava? And of course the water coming down, that's where that is. Let's grab a pick here. We're going to dig out that hole right there for a reason. I'll show you in just a minute. So what we want is a transfer node, an item transfer node. It will allow us to move things around. And so I went through and I ground out enough redstone. Literally, I think I had one piece left. Is that right? I don't see any in there. I might have used every redstone dust I have. Which redstone you only get from sifting actual dust, not from anything else. So I went through and I've got enough redstone dust to make the transfer node here. And I've got some transfer pipes. Then what we want is a world interaction upgrade. That's this guy right here. And so I need a diamond pick. Now I've got a diamond pick. Notice it says for crafting only. I managed to get 3 diamonds out of maybe 10 stacks. It might have even been 12 of gravel. Then we're going to take our diamond pick. We're going to pop this guy in here, and bam, we got a world interaction upgrade. Now what this does is it allows this transfer node to actually interact with the world around it. So we're going to go through, I went and set up to make a barrel here. So it's just logs surrounded by a chest with a slab top. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop this guy right here. Now he can interact with this block. And if we put our world interaction upgrade in, whoops, he's collecting cobble. He's literally just generating cobble on his own right there. I could leave this here and collect cobble as I needed it and do whatever I wanted to do to it. But instead what I want to do is hook up a barrel. So we're going to put this piece of pipe here and then boom, there's our first stack of cobble and we're collecting cobble. So now we've got our own cobble gen all set up. This is probably one of the worst portions of this game is getting to this level. It allows us to do a lot, and now I'm going to grab a stack because I want to make some more lava. So we went through and we've gone through now and done that, and we're generating cobble, and I'm just going to let it roll. What I may end up doing is creating a second chest of cobble so that I have more than one going on there if I find that it fills too quickly. That's going to allow me to remove this secondary lava source here, and it's going to allow me the ability to, let me pull this out because I don't want to forget he's in there. It's going to allow me the ability to clean this up a little bit, which I will definitely do. I also used some of the string I got to craft a bed, so now at least I can sleep through the night. And here's where I've been doing all my sifting. Which is nice. Gosh, like sleeping or playing through the rain after rain after rain, that's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Wow, we've already got 4.5 stacks of cobble. Just like that. So let's see. What I want to work on today is I want to work on a way to generate some power. And it's, again, my understanding that the immersive engineering water wheel is the hands-down favorite in this. It's real easy to make, but now what we need is a shaft. We need an iron shaft, and we need, in order to do that, we need a metal former. So let's look up a metal former. We need a metal former, and we're looking at this guy, and it needs coils. Well, we can hand make those. And then it needs a toolbox, which we can also hand make. It needs a machine casing. There's our next hurdle, a BC chipset. We need an assembly table. So let's check this out here. An assembly table. An assembly table requires a diamond and some diamond gears. It also requires some obsidian. Wow. So we got a lot more sifting because you get diamonds out of gravel. And obsidian, we are going to have to use our little lava generation system here to generate some obsidian. I think we can do this right here, as a matter of fact. I think we can. Yes, we're going to do it right here. So, well, we can't do it totally right here. We're going to have to relocate this crucible. But before we do that, if I pick up this lava, will that cause that block to disappear? No, it won't. It's not still creating, is it? That would be funny. No, of course it's not. Okay. So I need to remove this crucible. I'm going to lose the lava in it, and that's okay. I don't mind. Let's go ahead and put this lava back down so it can continue to do its thing. And for now, I'm just going to put a craft table on top of it because I don't want to worry about it. So what we need is we need a system for taking this cobble, using lava to heat it up. We're going to take the cobblestone, feed it into the crucible, make lava. Then we're going to pour the lava out of it into a barrel, which we're going to need stone barrels for. Let's look at that. We're going to need, there it is, a stone barrel, which that's super easy to do. We can do that no problem. So we're going to need lava in a stone barrel, and then we're going to just let the water flow across the top of it. That should be crazy easy to do. So let's get started. First things first, we are going to check out our stone. And I'm going to go ahead and make one. I know I got the parts for one for sure. Okay, there's our stone barrel. We're also going to need another chest while we're at it. So let's go ahead and prep not another chest. Let's prep another barrel. Here's our barrel. Do I have any more wood planks? I do. Amazing. All right. This guy's here. This guy's here. All right, this is going to be the barrel that holds our obsidian. And let's see. We'll have to do another transfer node at some point. So initially, this is not going to be automated. But again, we'll work at it over time to get it automated. So let's see here. We've got this water source right here. This seems like just as good a place as any to set it up, especially since it's right behind our cobble gen. We could set this up to be our place where it makes obsidian. So let's knock this guy out. All right, there goes our water. We're going to put our barrel in. Now the water is on top. So that's good to go. That's our barrel. Now we need lava. So we got our crucible. And I'm going to relocate our crucible over here, I think. This is temporary, of course. Once we get set up, what we'll do is we'll have our crucible. Actually, I may relocate this node. Put the lava on the other side. Let me rearrange this a little bit, and I'll be back. And we're back. And for you guys, this is but a brief second. For me, this is the next day. I got some stuff to show you. I have been goofing off. Is that a name in there? We're going to check that out. So this is absolute minimalist, the least you can do to get a cobble gen going. I got the water source coming down like this. The lava breaks over, goes 2 spaces. We got our cobble set up with our node. That bad boy is feeding not 1 but 2 barrels. He's also feeding into the top. And it's crucial that if you want to constantly fill this crucible, it has to go in the top. So he's feeding into the top of the crucible and we're generating lava. And you can see we got 8,000 millibuckets, which is 8 buckets of lava. Then we went through and I set up over here with my infinite water source. I've got 3 stone barrels. And if we put lava in them, let's go grab some lava real quick. Boom, we got some lava. And you'll notice, if you look at the tooltip, it's put more cobble in. Solid volumes got 234, 232, and as it goes down, it'll add more. So we're going to go through, drop our lava into our stone bucket, and bam, we got some obsidian. And we right-click, we get our obsidian out, and I've made 10 of them so far, so we got that done. Now, what we were looking to do was our assembly table. And if we look at that, we need now diamonds. We also need some redstone, but we need diamonds. We also need power. So with me, it was, all right, well, I need to be able to get some seeds and do some other stuff. What can I do to get seeds? And the only thing I can really do to get seeds was kill creatures. So I made a little mob spawner. This one's really simple. If you've ever seen an Etho model where he has the pads, I have basically 2 spawn pads up there, and then where the red brick is water source. It leads them to the chute, drops them down 22 or 23 blocks, and then they land right here. And so I'm just killing them for drops, and that is definitely a named something. Compressed creeper. Zombies, let's see, creeper. We get pretty good drops from this too. It does a pretty mean job of mobs coming down just for 2 little spawn pads. So they must be non-stop at this point. And there we go. All right, and we got some good XP. All 27 levels I have are from this farm. If we check it out, We do have some gunpowder. We got a couple of zombie heads, skeleton and a creeper head, some bows, which are nice because we don't have any bows right now, and some arrows. And again, we get pretty good drops on this. Nothing remarkable. If I had a wish, it'd be to drop it a little lower, maybe, to try to kill them on the slab instead of collecting it. But I did get a carrot, which is important. We need a carrot to do what we got to do to get further because we want crops. The other thing we're going to need is potatoes. So if we check it out, we want power. I'm thinking a generator of sorts. And I'll spell sooner than later. There we go. It's my understanding survivalist generator is an absolute waste. That it doesn't produce a whole lot of power and it just kind of is more annoying than anything. I've seen the Direwolf playthrough. He uses culinary generators. Of course, you got tofu on a culinary generator, which is silken, which is soybean, which is soybean seeds, which is rice seeds. We got rice seeds here and bean seeds. We kick back from rice to sugarcane, carrot, and regular seed, and we get regular seeds. How? Oh, by sifting sand. So we're going to get, basically, I've got the carrot seed, and that's what this guy is right here. We can put it in our thing and get our carrot seed. We got our one carrot seed. We can sift some dirt, rather. And I do have some dirt. We can sift our dirt and get ourselves a grass seed. And then we can work on some crops. Now I need agricraft for the crops. You can't make a hoe, though. You got to make... If we type in hoe, you can see I can make an iron hoe, a stone hoe. Actually, no. These do, if you click on them, these do not have patterns. Diamond hoes are only used for crafting. Golden hoes only used for crafting. I think I'm going to have to make, I don't know what kind of, oh, well, I can make a quartz hoe. Let's check the rest of these. Steel, thaumium, copper, no. Tin, no. Well, I don't think we have a whole lot of choices for hoes. Void hoe? Void metal. That's kind of cool. So we got another quartz hoe, which we're nowhere near ready for. Certus quartz hoe we can't do. Shiny hoe we can't do. So basically, like, we got to set up crops with agricraft, and we don't really have a way to do it. But we did still make a lot of progress today. We've got those mob drops. I've been using stone axes to kill them. You can't craft swords. So I think what my next step is going to be is, because I believe all the tools and everything you use need to be tinkerers based. So I think we're going to work next. And in fact, I'm going to work on it between this episode and next on our tinker's construct. Whoops. Okay, we're going to go there. We need to get some of these smeltery parts together. So smeltery controller, seared brick. I am grout, clay, gravel, and sand. We can do that all day long. So we can make some grout, and then we'll build our smeltery system up. We have lava generation. The only thing we need for the lava generation, and that was the other thing, we can automate this obsidian process if we have a way to pull... if we have a way to pull liquids out of here into these three guys right here. Now I can use these transfer pipes. I can make a node, pull it out, and put it into these three, and then pull out the obsidian and put it into the barrel. But I need a liquid transfer node. Let's check that out real quick. So the liquid transfer node requires some lapis lazuli, which I have, a bucket, which is ugly, but I can do it. And then we got the block of redstone, some iron, and some more of those pipes, which I can make no problem all day, every day. But that's still 9 redstone. I need 9 redstone. Then you need... then I'll need more pipes. And I'll also need another transfer node to pull it out of all 3 of these and put it into here. So you're looking at a total of 4 nodes. And then I need to work on the Tinker's constructs so that I can get tools and weapons I can actually use instead of using these little bit of stone stuff I can make It'll definitely speed up the process. I did make a heavy sieve right here, and I've got a compressed stone hammer. And what you use for that is you can take and you can put 9 cobble into the crafting station like this and make compressed cobble. Well, then you can crush all of that at one time with this. So it's like doing the job of 9 with 1, and it's all meant to speed you up. And well, in this, you can take compressed gravel, compressed sand, and compressed dust and sieve them one at a time. So basically, you sieve 9 at a time or 1 at a time. I'm sieving 9 at a time all day, every day. So basically, that's what this guy is for. I'm going to, between this episode and next, I'm going to work on getting a Tinker's Construct smeltery set up. I'm going to do some more sieving because I need some redstone. And I'm going to try being the key word, to get those 4 nodes up and running so that we can get this obsidian process automated. I have a feeling with an assembly table we're going to need a good decent bit of obsidian, so we might as well go ahead and get it out of the way. And all we need is the barrel. And then the next step will be getting enough power together to get our metal former so that we can get steady power out of our... we'll need to make our metal former so that we can get steady power out of our water wheel with immersive engineering. Remember, we need that iron shaft. This is the rabbit hole. I mean, this is what starts it all. So we get our water wheel moving, then we'll start working on getting cables and power to all of the machines, and start working on some automation. Once we get sustainable power, which we'll have with water wheels, once we get sustainable power, our next process will be an energy cell, which we're going to start. We're going to need a thermionic fabricator to make energy cells, even just the cheap one here. And a cell frame, that's easy to make, but the cell itself going to require some electron tubes. I wonder what a thermionic fabricator needs. Let's check that out. All right, a sturdy casing. Okay, that's manageable. Bronze. We'll need the tinkerer set up for that. And a gold chest. That's kind of ugly, but we can do that. That's easy. All right, so we're really not too far away. We need, between this episode and next, we need 4 nodes. We're going to need a Tinker's Construct setup. We're going to need a thermionic fabricator. And then we're going to work on our generating power with the water wheel. And our metal former, of course, also. So a lot to do between this episode and next. I'm going to start skipping out on the mundane stuff that you guys have been seeing for these first 3 episodes. And I'm really just going to show development process. So if you'll remember, we set up the one episode where we had the node, the beginning of this one where we had the node, the barrel, the pickaxe, and the world, what's it called, the world interaction upgrade, all set up. And we'll set stuff up like that and basically just show and install, show progress, how we're going through one mod to the next, and what we've got to do to progress. The next goal after the next episode will be automating dust, sand, gravel, and sieving so that we can get the materials we need. We'll probably set up a barrel array that episode also, and start working on consistent power. Once I'm able to get one water wheel up, I really want to generate 3 or 4 of them. It's found power, it's free power. It doesn't require anything but a little bit of water and a little bit of time. I got water in spades because we have a water source. And so I really want to be able to utilize that. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I know it's run a little bit long here, 23, 24-ish minutes. But again, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we're going to be making big steps, big hurdles. We're going to be progressing, start chewing up content, spitting it out, laughing at it as it falls into the void. Catch you later. Bye-bye.